And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 20. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 132 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one, that's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Here's Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. We are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. Ball pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now as they kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Powell now to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards, as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Not that time for Watkins, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Powell. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 93 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 3rd and 8. And Howe will throw it. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had a little teammate who was able to get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They've forced him into air throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the running game with Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got an open man, it's Pringle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. 73. But first down, Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Howell. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here's Tress Way now.
as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 2nd down, Swift.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Back to throw. He stiff-arms him, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to pump the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return, it's Rodgers. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a
fighting through it. He's got space. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 97 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, Howell to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Howell. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and 5. Howell down to throw it. Out route here, he finds Turner. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Howell. Turner is there for another one. And he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. Another throw for Howell. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd down. Howell now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the second half. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Commander's first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Howell will throw it. They shakes him off. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 58 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT.
Kill.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So Flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And a little bit of a surprise they...
To the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married.
AOD channel. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, no, we tryna scope. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I might send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown.